first round, and we'll kind of do a quick little recap. Let's get going. So while this loads up, we'll kind of do a quick little recap. A beautiful, beautiful game so far. Starting off in our little village, met our parents. Like with every great adventure, you have to go find something out in the woods. Found some goblins, battled some goblins, then found a dragon who was being tortured by some cultists. Ended up being imbued, their souls trapped inside of a gold coin. Pick up the coin, it explodes, soul of the dragon gets absorbed by us. Black out, wake up, run back to town, our entire town is burned down. Cultists are there, we have to battle some cultists. And so that's where we're at. Can't wait to see what the next part brings. I just love how Minecraft has developed some of these worlds, some of these options for people. In another series, we'll play through the Path of the Jedi, but right now we're going to do Dungeons and Dragons. Oh hey, look at that. We start off exactly where we left off. So, again, town on fire. We don't really have much going on. We did choose to be a paladin, so we have been using a little bit of dexterity. Added some in. We'll kind of go to the menu. I'll show you what's going on. Alright, so we got a quest going on. Got our level 1 weapon. Our armor. Got some stats. So, went strength, dexterity. Our intelligence is a little low, our wisdom's a little low. Not reflective of real life, but we do have a little bit of charisma. Our abilities, we've got some pretty cool stuff going on. We got a fireball. We haven't actually used that yet, so I kind of want to try that out. Lay on hands, it's a healing ability specific to paladins. Divine smite, this is kind of a good one. You guys kind of saw it in the last video, where we ended up hitting it and then hitting people and it kind of caused like a little explosion. So, all right, so let's go back. We're gonna talk to this dude here.
Need a lift?
All right, hey, we're gonna head over to Candlekeep. Let's go.
After nearly 2 weeks of walking, leaving over 100 miles of the coast road behind you, Candlekeep's soaring spires are finally close enough to reveal their details. Set atop a craggy peninsula, rising above the Sea of Swords, the fortress overlooks the surrounding farmland, while keeping a healthy distance from the wild and shadowy Cloakwood.
At last! I had forgotten how long it can take to travel when one does not have wings with which to fly. certainly seems tedious. Remember, Candlekeep is the home of the Avowed, the greatest scholars on the continent. Be respectful, follow their rules, and try not to let anything too uncivilized come out of your mouth.
Alright, so Vare, our dragon friend who's absorbed in our body right now, pretty sure we shouldn't use sarcasm, but I kind of want to see what he does, so let's give it a go.
I'll try not to say anything too embarrassing. Oh, great and sensitive one.
You jest, but we need these people, and some of them can be prickly, even pompous. It is what can happen when you are at the front of your field or the pinnacle of your craft for too long.
Yeah, so I'm not going to say like you. He's already kind of mad at me. I'm going to go, let's see if he has any tips for us. He's been around the block.
Anything I should know about this place before we go any further?
Last I was here, they only allowed the local scholars called the Avowed through the Emerald Door into the inner ward, where the libraries are. They have since eased their restrictions somewhat, I have heard, but be prepared to do some favors or pay for entrance.
Yeah, that's fine. We've got plenty of money. Alright, let's get going. I'm excited. Maybe I'll say I'm excited.
Well, I'm actually looking forward to this, Vair.
What did you just call me?
Vair. Come now. Endandravair is a bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
Endandravair is the name given to me by my mother, a great worm of majesty, wisdom, and beauty, the likes of which you can scarcely imagine. Vair is childish, altogether too familiar.
Yeah, but it's easier. And it's what everyone at home called you.
Excuse me?
So we angered the dragon, that's always a good thing. Alright, so we've got this cool wayfinder, tells us exactly where to go. Maybe we'll do a little exploring. Let's see if there's any like chests around or anything like that. Maybe we'll find some people to battle. Let's take a look. Nope, there's nothing over here. Alright. Wish they built steps into here. That would be really nice. A little too easy, I think. So the last chest I found in the last part 1 episode, I found a couple of potions in there. It was actually pretty helpful. So maybe we'll find some more along the way. Keep your eye out. Oh, hey, there's a path. That makes it easier. Huh? Candlekeep, this way. Look at the distance. My goodness. Maybe we can jump up here, get a better look at it. Wow, not even rendered all the way yet, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Alright, let's keep going.
These fields look almost untended, and I do not hear any farmhands or livestock. Have these places been abandoned for some reason? Keep a keen eye out. If these people fled their homes, they must have had a good reason to do so.
Got a bad feeling about this, that somebody's gonna show up. Hey, look, there's a dude over here. Let's...
Hey you! Wait, I've got something to tell you about those guards. We're starting to wonder if you'd actually stopped at...
What do you need to warn us about?
Well, the guards aren't going to let you in. I saw you coming up the road, and it's pretty clear you're not from here.
Why aren't they letting strangers in?
People that are going missing in the area. Travellers and locals alike. Those farms you pass by, for example. Yeah, the families that live there just up and vanished. No sign of an attack or anything.
Okay, but...
We? Who's we?
Oh, sorry. Slip of the tongue.
Yeah, let's not
It's been a
tell
long
about our
journey.
little dragon friend that's inside. I'm pretty sure talking about somebody
Fair
that's
enough.
inside your head might think people are a little crazy. Alright, so let's ask how we
So
get
how
in.
do we get in?
If you're gonna enter Candlekeep, you're gonna need a residence pass. They handed them out to all the locals in their jurisdiction, but it was pretty rushed, and, With my special set of skills, I can make one that will fool the guards into letting you through the gate. What do you say? 25 gold, and the documents will be all yours.
25? That seems like a lot. You know, let's go for a barter. Our charisma is a little bit high. I wish I should have taken that little bit of potion. I don't think I can now. Yeah, I can. All right, let's give this a go.
I don't have much money to spare, and you don't look like you have many customers.
No, I don't, so I'm...
Fine.
All right.
We have...
Good. Now, I can't look at those farmhouses, though. The families there were either taken or left in a hurry. They might have one or two lying around. Bring back a copy, plus payment, and I'll get to work. Be careful, though. The people are gone, but I've heard some rustling around there and other strange sounds. Never seen anything, but gives me the creeps. And I think I saw someone go into one of those houses, maybe to stay the night, but I never saw them come out. Probably just missed them, though. Good luck!
Of course, we have to do the legwork.
I'm the one doing all the work. You're just along for the ride.
I will contribute as best I can. My advice by itself could prove invaluable.
Yeah, if you ever give it.
Let's figure out how to add a skill in a little bit. All right, let's go into this house and see what happens. I've got a bad feeling about this. Nope, they don't have any payment here. All right. Scarecrows are freaky, huh?
Ah! What is this thing?
Some sort of construct, it would seem. I would presume that it is guarding this house, unless someone left it with more malicious intentions.
Thanks, but that advice isn't helping me to kill it.
Okay.
Just tear it apart. If it cannot hold itself together, it is no threat. To think you needed my help to figure even that out.
Healing action. Divine Smite.
Finally! What were those things doing on a farm? I don't think seagulls justify that level of protection.
No, perhaps they wandered here. Rogue constructs are not unheard of. Still, you might learn something if you look around. Then again, what have scarecrows to do with our mission?
Not much, I guess.
Katra, I'm going to try something. Do not be alarmed if things start to look different.
Wait, what? Whoa. Okay, what's going on?
Yes, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I said not to. I was uncertain if I could do this while in your body, but my intimate connection.
Plain speak, please. Village kid, remember?
Of course. In essence, I can see some elements of magic, how enchantments work, their origin or nature. Perhaps this will help on occasion, though I must admit that it is.
So what does this red stuff mean?
Without getting into the fine details, this is residual magic from what was powering those scarecrows. It tells us that, in this case, these constructs were powered by magic drawn from the
Lower planes?
other realities connected to ours, where evil things like devils and demons live, among other unsavory entities.
Okay,
Hades,
then.
the
We're
Abyss,
power getting
Pandemonium.
What would that kind of magic be doing here?
I cannot say. Some people draw power from such places, making contracts with fiendish creatures or finding other ways to tap into those planes' powers. Sometimes creatures from there also escape into the world, either through a summoning gone wrong or random circumstance. We have too little information to judge by. Still, this is worrisome. Be careful, lest a Garistro catch you by surprise and turn you into a snack.
I do not want to know what a Garister is. Alright, let's investigate. I have a very low intelligence, so rolling I'm like -1, so let's see.
It's a mess of dirt.
Yeah.
There's a hole where the stake goes, but you can't get anything useful from this.
Alright, let's go. Whoa, this looks cool, huh? Let's equip our fireball. Ooh, that is kind of cool. All right, let's rock. That is pretty awesome. Let's we're gonna play with that one a little bit more, huh? Did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. All right, let's what do we need to find? We need to find one of those things that showed that we bought it, right? That's what we need? Alright, let's keep looking. Ooh, here's a chest. A proof of... There we go. Alright, let's grab 2 of them. And we are not going to grab a rotten onion. That is gross. Oh, this is so nice. Alright, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. I'm going to mute myself while my son is getting upset. 1 second.
Folded and then stuffed haphazardly among a pile of now rotting onions, you find a piece of parchment marked with an official-looking seal and titled Evidence of Residence in the Candlekeep Territories.
Goes for... Currently have the baby Bjorn on. We'll try this from here. Alright.
A bit wordy and a bit more aromatic than you'd like, but it should do the trick.
Good. Now return to that individual Scratch. Let us hope that he is adequate to the task.
Hope or not, we don't have many other options to resort to, Vair.
Why must you insist on calling me that?
It's what everyone in the village called you. It's easier than saying your full name.
Be glad that I am a magnanimous and forgiving dragon, else I would be inclined to start tearing up your mind again.
Don't worry, you're already a big enough headache as it is.
is that a bit of legal documentation I see there? And smell? Phew. Okay, well, you work with what you've got, right? Give me a bit to scrape off and refinish the important parts, then I'll start with colour matching, then confirming the handwriting, and your eyes are glazing over. Just give me the goods and wait a bit. And here you go. Certification that you absolutely belong to the area and can come and go as you like. Just don't let any wizards near it. They get curious, they've probably got spells or something that can sniff out a forgery. Otherwise, though, no one will ever be the wiser. Enjoy the castle!
Papers, please.
Papers?
Kid, didn't your parents...
Careful, if you must be a local to gain it.
Here's my residence certificate.
The guard glances at the paper, noting the seal and the signatures, but does not peer too closely. Watching him scrunch up his nose, the cursory inspection might have to do with not wanting to put his face too close to the smell of rancid.
All right.
Passing through the city walls, you are dumped into a large, open square that seems to double as a marketplace. It is not exactly brimming with life, but considering how you've lived nearly all of your life in a small village, the number of people in one place is staggering, and the activity threatens to be overwhelming.
Good. That was tedious, but we made it. Now the next part could be problematic. Only the Avowed and certain others are allowed into the inner ward through the emerald door on the far side of this courtyard. Talk to the keeper there and determine what is required to get in and speak with one of the experts.
Interesting. Let's do this.
What business have you here, child?
I wish to speak with one of the...
You and everyone else. Do you have an appointment or a letter of introduction?
Well, I don't have an appointment.
Do you have a rare manuscript to...
No.
Then you won't be getting in any time soon.
Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
This is unacceptable. We must find someone to assist us, and soon. I can only imagine what those monsters are doing with my body, and already I chafe at being confined to yours.
Wow, thanks. Well, do you happen to know where...
No. Distasteful as this may be, we might have to find another dubiously legal way around this problem. Actually, I remember passing a sewer grate earlier. If there are sewers for this outer area, then they surely have some for the inner.
So, you want me to break into a sewer, sneak through Ogma knows what kind of filth, and then break into the inner ward to
Presumably, we would be able to find someone more reasonable, or at least amenable to our...
You only say this because you won't have to smell what...
Actually, I will. You think I only see through your eyes? Child, I am...
Ew. Okay, point taken.
An elven woman was once imprisoned here. As punishment for trying to take over Candle Keep, she was made to be the lighthouse's sole keeper and to live here in isolation for the rest of her days. She died from an accident only a few years later, but locals swear that they can hear her sad, maddened singing coming from the tower on dark, misty nights.
This is what living in a city means? How can one place produce so much filth?
You sounded as if you knew what you were getting into.
I thought I did. Didn't think it'd be this plentiful.
The byproduct of civilization. People are messy.
Fire? Are you okay?
Do not call me that. It's strange. Even without a body, with the need to breathe, I feel a tightness in my chest. Lightheadedness. I think that it would be best to spend as little time in here as possible. Please, hurry through this place.
Wait, you don't sound so good. What's going on?
We need to move.
Is there anything?
No! Now stop asking idiotic questions.
Something is definitely wrong.
No. Now move.
Alright, let's...
That is the right direction, and it seems to no longer be sewers beyond this point. These are probably the tunnels running beneath the inner ward I have heard of. Catacombs, vaults, labs. Much of the work and knowledge of the Avowed is down here, it seems. Unfortunately, there is a ward on the door. You will need to find a key, unless you wish to be fried.
No. No, I don't.
Wait, look at that. On the ground.
There's nothing on the ground.
Precisely.
Helpful?
The rest of this place is a riot of grime and muck, child, yet this path is almost spotless. I would be willing to bet half of my entire horde that a gelatinous cube has come this way.
A what now?
An oozing monster that inhabits places like this. Some people and more intelligent creatures keep them as witless guardians and janitors. The things absorb and dissolve any animal or plant material they touch as a way of eating. They cannot dissolve metals and other non-living things, though, so they can carry the equipment and goods of whomever they have eaten for some time.
Whomever? As in people?
Of course. Do not be dense, child. Now follow this trail. You might find something interesting floating in the cube's body. Just be careful, though, as they can be transparent and thus easy to overlook. There, look. The thing has a key inside of it. It must have eaten a maintenance worker or one of the Avowed. That might get us out of the sewers and into the cleaner part we saw earlier. Just don't let the creature suck you up. Please? Yes, it looks as if an enchantment quite similar to the one on the locked door is embedded in this key. It should work to get us through.
And what if it sets off the trap?
Then you had best hope that the mage who put it there set it more as a deterrent rather than a defense.
Okay, just going to open the door. The magically trapped door stuffed with potentially lethal lightning. Right, okay. And still alive. Right, well, that's good.
Work, everybody.
Yeah.
Staying alive.
Oh, be not so dramatic. You could find much worse before we are done here. I have heard tell that there are guardians and occasional escaped experiments down here, though that may just be rumor.
Wow, thanks. The possibility of even greater danger certainly sets my mind at ease. Thanks, Fire.
This just
Stop calling me that.
These skeletons. There's a lot of skeletons. Alright, let's see what's up ahead. Okay, chest.
What?
Get back!
Oh!
Whoa!
Oh my, that was not a chest. Did not expect that. Alright. I was really hoping for a chest. My gosh. It's gonna be a battle. Who's gonna die first? Me?
Good job. The creature was known as...
A mimic. Yeah, I've heard of those things.
Let's heal ourselves
Didn't
up.
expect it to be so slimy,
expect
though.
that.
Why did it have a key inside of it, though? Did it eat someone like the cube did?
Probably not. Otherwise, we would have seen some more gruesome evidence of the meal. No, some people feed mimics various items that they need to hide or protect. If you know how to handle one of these things, they can be rather convenient guardians. As long as you keep them fed, that is.
Yeah, I can imagine the alternative.
Oh look, rats. Rats. Oh, rats die very quickly. Alright. Oh, another rat. I hate rats. Goodness, why are there so many rats? Okay, those look like live skeletons. Alright. I think it's called for a fireball. These skellies like to throw some good. Saw a skeleton in there, I guess. We'll take him out, that'll be fine. are not dying to that today, boys and ladies. Not today.
Well, unfortunately, it seems that this ensorcelled armor is tied to the exit. Unless you have a powerful dispelling magic at your disposal that you have neglected to mention, you will have to defeat this thing to undo the seal over the door.
You're saying I have to fight a piece of armor with no obvious weaknesses, or even a person inside to take out? Let me guess, I have to just beat it into a useless hunk of metal, kinda like I did the scarecrows?
Precisely.
I'm really starting to hate constructs.
This is gonna be interesting. Alright, maybe we should use a strength potion. Strength potion It's hard.
Fire! Oh, this better be worth all the trouble we've gone to, Vair. How are we going to get someone to help us, though? We're breaking in.
Let us consider that later. First, we need to get out of these tunnels. Someone might have heard the battle and noticed that the enchantment of the door is broken. We can determine our course once we are safely hidden within the inner ward.
We're gonna find out soon enough. Nope, I guess it's not. Haha. Alright, I think we're in.
Oh, nice place. Thank you. Unfortunately for you, chances are that you will only see it as you are taken away to a prison cell.
Get us out of here. We cannot be imprisoned. Not in a cell. Fight! Run! Do something!
Are you joking? There's so many of them! We'll be torn to shreds if we resist! While we would normally have prevented you from coming this far, Sage Thesserai has taken an interest in you. Now you are to attend him personally.
Whatever you do, do not allow them to incarcerate.
Who is Sage? Seriously. You broke into here without even knowing who the— What does this Thesserai person want with— Sage Thesserai said that they found you curious, but did not allow— Who are you? I am a captain within the Avowed City Guard, and probably the person to lock your cell door behind you.
Fight these people.
That is all. Okay, I'll go. Where do I find them? He is waiting for you in Exaltation, the Keep. Consider this an honor, as few of those outside of the Avowed are allowed entry to our home. You are to head directly to the Great Library. Do not attempt to deviate from the main path. We will be watching you.
Awesome. This person. Alright. Looks like we're getting into the Great Library. Whoa. Wow. Okay, so it's up there. Wow. Would you look at this? This is nice. I'm not gonna deviate. I'm gonna go straight there. Watch. I don't wanna test my luck here. Look at this. I bet if I tried to go through it, yeah, it's not even gonna let me. Let's run up. Oh, lots of stairs. Ooh. Ooh, lots of stairs. Alright, here we go. Into the Great Library we go. Ooh, this guy. Let's take a look.
That is far enough.
Are you Thesserai?
I am.
Oh.
What do you do here?
I'm the Sage of Magic in Candlekeep. That means that I am the leading scholar on magic and the department head of magical studies here.
'Cause I know
I also work as a lawmaker with the other sages. It's not terribly glamorous, if I'm being honest. Involves lots of committee work.
Why am I here?
You caught my interest. We have all sorts of detection spells in the sewers you pinged up.
What happened?
Do not attempt to resist the spell. If you resist, then we will have to detain you and try again until you cooperate.
As the spell activates, you feel something press against your mind, and on some level you know that it is trying to pry away your ability to lie. The intrusion is sudden and sets your... However, considering where you are and the promise of a jail cell or...
Good. Now let's get the boring stuff over. Do you intend to harm anyone in this city, be it specifically in terms of property or any other way that includes...
No, I do not.
Good. Next, why did you sneak into the inner ward?
We need the help of someone who understands magic, and we cannot afford to...
There are more of you. Okay, now the interesting stuff. Why do some of our spells register you as a dragon and a human? You aren't some abomination, and you aren't a construct or other made thing, so what exactly are you?
Careful.
You know what? We're gonna be formal. We'll give them the whole story. Nothing like, honesty sets us free.
I bear the soul of the dragon and Andravair within me.
That actually confirms one of my hypotheses. It also poses a lot. How about while we've got this handy zone of truth working, you just tell me everything you can about how this dragon came to inhabit you, and we work from there.
I think that's the end of chapter 2. If this is the end of chapter 2, I will see you all in chapter 3, but let's see.
Well, hopefully they will be able to use what you told us to find out more about this group. That, in the meanwhile, we need to discuss whether or not Candle...
Whether or... How could they refuse us? Tell him that Endandravayer demands their aid.
And Andravair says...
Does he now? Well, I don't see as he is in any position to be making demands, much less determining wrong and right.
I am a golden dragon. My very nature is to know right from wrong. Tell him not to question
I feel like
me.
I'm playing the game of telephone here between a dragon and a master of magic. Not gonna end well.
He says that he knows right and wrong better than you do.
Poor us.
Does he? Well, I may not be an expert on dragons, but I am a fan of them and have heard his name before. I cannot say that it has been treated with much reverence or gratitude, as Endandravair has a reputation for isolating himself and neglecting to help those in need, even if they ask for his aid. Seems to me that we neither owe him anything, nor that we can trust his moral judgment, much less treat his decisions as lawful righteous commands.
What do you mean? Are you turning us away? Why bother looking into the people that attacked Vair?
Vair? Funny. I figured he would be too proud to accept the nickname everyone calls him.
Everyone calls me that.
Cat's out of the bag on that.
But no, I am not turning you away, at least not yet.
Is there a way we can convince you?
Well, yes, I happen to have something in mind. You see, there is a clock tower nearby where a colleague of mine named Adro lives. However, no one has heard from him. Since there have been reports of monsters going in and out as they please, it is probably safe to assume that Adro is now dead. Sad as that is, the old I want you to clear out the vermin, and if Wizard Adro is imprisoned or injured, help him. If he is missing or dead, excellent. Well, in that case, I am looking forward to hearing from you once you have concluded your investigation. Until then, try not to die.
Alright, let's find that book. Where's the wayfinder? Oh, it's all the way over there. Alright. What a beautiful little city we got here, huh? Try this. Oh, get out. That would hurt. It'd be a long fall down. I'd have to use a lot of healing magic. Speaking of healing magic, let's put that right there. We'll put our gold up here. I want to organize this a little bit better. There we go. Alright, we want Fireball to be second, Divine to be third. Alright, look at all these people. I probably have enough to go upgrade my armor to the beak all the way back there. I guess if the inner cloister... Oh, I have access now for the inner cloister. Let's go upgrade my helmet and stuff over here. We've just done that. Let's do it again. Alright. Yeah, let's purchase this. New helmet. New helmet who dis. Alright, and then let's upgrade our shoes. Oh, that is pricey. Oh, we already bought this. Alright, here we go. What do we got here? Speed potion. No, we don't need a speed potion. How about confidence? Well, I could always use confidence. Strength potion. We already did that. All right, and regen. I think we're well stocked right now. Oh.
I have been instructed to allow you to and from the inner ward as you please.
Here, then I know it's the end.
But if you step out of line again, I will arrest you. Enjoy the sights.
Oh, here. This
Pleasant woman.
lady's talking to us.
I don't know. I figure you two would get along handsomely.
I understand that was supposed to be a joke, but even so, I fail to see the similarities.
Yeah, you would.
All right. I think that concludes this, everybody. Let's see here. We'll go to menu. Go to quests. Find the book. All right. Let's do this. We'll hit.
Need a lift?
Oh, cart guy. All right. How about that? You know what? We've got our trusty little horse right here. Let's go for a ride, shall we? Look at this. Cloakwood. All right.
Not these things again.
That is a lot of guys. All right. Go. Let's do this one more time.
Why were they here too?
If I were to hazard a guess, they are guarding the path to the tower.
You think the person who put some in the farmers' fields also left these ones here?
It is possible. We will discover more at the tower, I suspect.
I want to battle those guys. Alright, so, hello. Let's take this one. Here you go. Alright, so on that note, we've done a lot today that we have to take a pause from. But, yeah, especially since I see a chick. You know what? Hold on. Let's have a little fun, huh? Before we end the video, hey, what's up, dude? That guy. How did I miss that? Alright, and on that note, we are going to call it a day. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll play it soon. Alright. Thanks, y'all.